Alright guys, this is going to be a time-lapse video of a painting I'm going to do for the Raven and Wolves art show. I've already blocked this in. This was completely just off the top of my head. No stencil, no photo underlining, any of that. I should have recorded that, but I didn't. Pretty much there's an old painting underneath this canvas and I decided to recycle it because I didn't like the old canvas. So I'm using gesso, acrylic gesso, as my base just to get my framing of what I'm going to do. My concept for this painting is going to be a girl's face. The art show is called Fire and Blood, or Blood and Fire. Sorry, Carlos, I don't know which one it is. So this is pretty much going to be a girl in a dark red robe with the fire phoenix essence color to her face. And I'm going to put a tattoo machine engraved into her forehead and it's going to be bleeding. So, should be cool. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the time lapse. I will stop in between the time lapse to let you know what I'm doing. And cool. Here we go. Really quickly, guys, because of the underpainting, you can see that the gesso with the old paint is creating these really cool crack effects. That's because the painting underneath is an oil base, and this texture is actually going to help me create the painting that I'm doing of this like Phoenix fire thing. Just a cool little tip. There's sometimes even happy little mistakes. Happy can end up being really cool textures. Brush stroke textures for the underpainting. I'm mixing these two colors. As you can see, I'm going back and forth to create really quick highlights and blends in my face where I want them to be. And I'm doing this by keeping the paint wet. I'm not doing it before the acrylics dry because when they're wet, they're easier to blend together. I'm not really to get too crazy with blending. I'm just trying to really just lay down where I want it to be lighter when this painting is pretty much done in the end. Alright guys, and there is the pretty much the basic layout of this painting. Really messy, lots of texture. I love texture, gives the painting a lot of life, but very basic. So the next step, this is an all acrylic piece. The next step is going to be using com art. Yup, time to airbrush. So I'm going from paintbrush to airbrush on this step. That is my bad boy of choice. All right, let's get to it. Hard to see with this lighting, but I added some more tones of oranges to the fiery red face. Now I'm going to mix some of this tattoo ink by my favorite company, obviously, Eternal Ink. This is Marshall Bennett's Darkest Gray Wash. Believe it or not, this stuff is really good for airbrushing. This stuff's amazing. All the inks are, actually. So I'm actually going to use tattoo ink for my piece. I'm going to mix a little bit of this into my orange color that I have now, just to get a little bit of a darker tone.